Imagine an AI video generator that doesn't include an editor and that automatically publishes for you on a schedule. Imagine an AI video generator that automatically creates content according to prompts that you've given it or preset popular genres that are already getting likes and clicks. Imagine letting this thing run until you reach monetization and then going and hiking in the mountains for 4 months straight while this thing earns money and you don't even touch it. That's this guy's goal right here. A little over a year ago, I tested a few faceless automated YouTube channels. I used Capwing to build the videos, and I was trying to generate videos with as little intervention as possible, crank them out, spit them out to YouTube, and see what happened. Unfortunately, none of my channels really panned out. Also, it took a little bit more work than I really wanted it to. Capwing is a really great video editor and a springboard for pro editors, but it wasn't really something that was the true faceless automated channel that I wanted to create. I found a tool that I wanted to test. It's very interesting because it's not an editor. All it really does is take a prompt and generate an automatic video series and publish it for you. You want to head on over to AutoShorts.ai. I've got a link down in the description. Thank you for using it. It'll help me keep making these videos. As you can see, they've got an affiliate portal. That's what this link is. Thank you very much. I haven't used this yet, so full disclosure, I don't know if this is going to work. I jumped on this because I tried out a demo the other day and I made a free video. You can create a demo account without paying for it and generate one video. And I immediately saw a short that I kind of recognized, but the script was different, but it was a similar story. And I remember looking at that short and I remember thinking, wow, this short had like 500,000 or something crazy views. I'm pretty sure there are people out there using tools like this. I gotta see if this is gonna work. So what I've done is I've created an account, I'm about to upgrade it, and I'm going to regularly post for a year, and I'm gonna document my progress and see if I can actually turn a faceless shorts channel into money for myself. I've created a new YouTube channel called Whataburglar. You can see my little logo and the graphic I've generated. I generated both of those at my favorite new AI image generator, ideogram.ai. No affiliate link to share there. This is just one of the most awesome services I've used, and I'm using it for t-shirts and all sorts of things because the text output is impeccable. So many fewer errors on the text. Anyway, that's a little bit of a segue. Got my channel ready to go. Now, I'm going to upgrade my account real quick. Once I upgrade it, I'm going to connect the YouTube account, and you guys are going to watch me do it. Let's check it out. So I'm going to click on the upgrade icon at the top of the screen. Scroll down and you can see the different price tiers. You can create one video for free just to check it out. I'm going to create my starter account and then I'm going to post a short 3 times a week, see how much traction I can get on my videos, and then maybe upgrade from there. So, pardon while I enter in my credit details and confirm my purchase. All right, my starter plan is now activated. Let's see what it looks like creating a short. I'm going to click create, and now I assume, yep, let's link a YouTube account. I wonder if you can automate TikTok and YouTube simultaneously or if it's only one account at a time. Suppose I'll find out here in a minute. And let's see, choose an account. The Whataburglar. Continue. Success. Nice. Ooh, so maybe I should create a parallel TikTok account and do both. Kind of stands to reason, doesn't it? Wonder if I can do that later. I bet I can. So I'm just going to do YouTube for now. Whataburglar content. And this is where we get the opportunity to choose from any one of these preset options or choose a custom prompt. I imagine I'm going to end up getting into custom prompts if these become too generic. But for today, I'm just going to do... I wonder if we can change that. I have so many questions, to be honest. So you guys are going to come along with me as I find out. Such as if I choose a topic today, is it just going to automatically generate only this topic, or can I change it later? Let's see. Random AI story. Scary stories, interesting history. What should the Whataburger be? Urban legends, why not? And let's choose a voice.
The sun rises in the east and...
Nope.
The library is a...
The train chugged along.
Welcome to AutoShorts.ai.
Welcome to AutoShorts.ai. AutoShorts.
Welcome to AutoShorts.
Sorry guys, I have a weird sense of humor.
Welcome to AutoShorts AI. AutoShorts automatically.
Welcome to AutoShorts.ai.
Have it whisper stories to people.
Welcome to AutoShorts.ai. AutoShorts.
Welcome to AutoShorts.ai. Welcome to AutoShorts.
Voice clones. Ooh. I'm not too fond of my voice, but let's see how this comes. Oh, wait. I need 60 seconds of my own voice to be able to do that. Maybe I'll get to that later. So that would be interesting. That might be kind of cool later. Let's do art style. What art style do I want? GTA V. Grand Theft Auto. AutoShorts V2. I'm going to choose that. 30 to 60 seconds. I got 60 to 90. Background music on. All right, so let's finalize the voice.
Welcome to AutoShorts.
Welcome to AutoShorts. Welcome to AutoShorts.ai.
Welcome to
Welcome to
Welcome to
Welcome to AutoShorts.
Welcome to AutoShorts.ai.
Welcome to AutoShorts.
Welcome to AutoShorts.
Welcome to AutoShorts.ai.
Welcome to AutoShorts.ai.
Welcome to AutoShorts.
Welcome to AutoShorts.ai. AutoShorts automatically creates, schedules, and posts faceless videos for you on autopilot. Ready to get started?
Let's do Wyatt. All right, Urban Legends, Wyatt as the voice, AutoShorts V2 as the art style, create series. Let's see what happens. All right, so here's the thing. When I did a demo of this and I chose Urban Legends, this was the first one it came up with, and this is very similar to the one I saw online, The Legend of La Llorona. So I'm really hoping, and this is going to test its mettle, is it just going to repeat stories? Because I do not want one instance of the same story rehashed again and again. And sometimes you'll find your prompts in AI, if you don't turn up the temperature or do something, will end up repeating a lot of the same common themes and stories. If it does that, I might not be too happy with it. But here's the thing. In all previous instances where I've tried things before, I've kind of reinvented the wheel. So maybe in this instance, just running with existing content that is already getting likes and clicks, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. All right, let's take a look at what it generated.
La Llorona, or the Weeping Woman, is a tragic figure in Latin American folklore. Originating from Mexico, the tale tells of a beautiful woman who drowned her children in a fit of rage, only to regret her actions. Now, she wanders rivers, weeping for her lost little ones, searching for them eternally. Variations of the legend exist across countries, each adding local elements and characters. Some claim to hear her cries near water, foretelling misfortune. Folklorists suggest real events, such as historical drownings, inspired this chilling narrative. The legend serves as a cautionary tale, warning against the consequences of unchecked passion
Well,
and
the
sorrow.
aroma's kind of hot.
It captivates and terrifies generations.
All right, so pretty cool. Now I wonder if this is just going to automatically publish YouTube visibility, public, art style, scheduled to post September 23. I wonder if I can change that. Okay, yes, so here we are at the scheduler. Let's see, what day do I want it to post? Today is Friday. I guess I can't do it today, so I'm going to go ahead and have it ripped tomorrow. I wonder what days are best. I really have no idea. Probably every single day, but since I'm doing a 3-day or a 3 post per week account, let's do Saturday. Let's do Monday, Friday, why not? And let's do those at... Is there a particular best time of day to post your shorts? If you guys know that magic answer, let me know down in the comments. I'm curious. There we go. Submit. Okay. Once you have scheduled, you can't change your schedule for a week. So it's set to rip. I'm going to check my channel tomorrow and see the first video. I bet we can edit some of this other stuff too, like edit prompt. Oh yeah. I can already tell looking at this prompt. I mean, it's a pretty basic prompt. I'm going to investigate video prompting a little bit here in the next few days. I'm going to try to craft a custom prompt because I have a feeling that's where the secret sauce is going to lie, in not generating generic videos that are a little bit too repetitive. I even have to wonder if YouTube will eventually start popping people when content is all based on the same prompt. You know what I mean? I would have no doubt at all that this prompt right here might generate repeated stories. Let's see if it accidentally does that. If it does, and it gives me La Llorona over again, then I know it's time to give this a completely different prompt and see where it goes. New faceless automated YouTube channel locked and loaded. Time to test it and see if it works. Who knows, I might even test a couple of them. I have a feeling if you hit on the right concept and the right gimmick, I mean, how can it not work? So thank you for joining me today. If you've liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me keep making content. And happy making faceless automated YouTube channels, guys. A couple of weeks ago, I started another faceless automated YouTube channel. I wanted to show you my progress and what my plans are for the next year. It's shaping up that it looks like I am going to take this path multiple times and see where I'm going to end up in about a year income-wise. A couple of weeks ago, I started another... The service that I'm using for this is AutoShorts.ai. Thank you very much. If you sign up with the link in the description, it'll help me keep making these videos. I am an affiliate. So this is a really cool service. It makes great videos. I have not been disappointed. And since the last time I made a video about this, it has generated a nice little list of videos. And it posts them every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You have the ability to choose your own schedule. And I'm dual posting both to YouTube and TikTok. You might notice I changed my channel name as well. Last time I made a video, I went with the Whataburglar, which was something completely stupid that just popped off the top of my head. I decided instead to do ghost stories, campfire tales, and myth pasta. And in my description, it's basically just stories perfect to fill your bus ride or waste a cool minute. So, not really trying to pretend that these are anything that isn't already being done a lot. The service that I'm using for this is AutoShorts.ai. Hopefully the internet doesn't become bloated with these things, but we'll see how that goes. The service that I'm using for this is AutoShorts.ai. Thank you very much. If you sign up with the link in the description, it'll help me keep making these videos. The service that I'm using for this is AutoShorts.ai. Thank you very much. The service that I'm using for this is AutoShorts.ai. Thank you very much. If you sign up with the link in the description, it'll help me keep making these videos. The service that I'm using for this is AutoShorts.ai. Thank you very much. How many shorts have to be viewed for you to be monetized on YouTube? Anyone out there know? It's a heck of a lot more than the 4,000 views that are required of your YouTube videos, or the 4,000 viewing hours. 1 million views and 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers, I could maybe see that happening if you're posting daily. 1 million views, I mean, unless the algorithm shifts and a lot more views start happening in the next few weeks, I just don't see it happening. And for that reason, I've started searching out other solutions to see what's out there. And what's hilarious, literally the day after I posted my shorts video on Facebook and the platforms that I'm on, I start getting ads for all the different auto short creators there are out there. Check out this little video of all of them. It's kind of crazy, guys. Look at all these. Like, every other post is an auto shorts generator, and I tried to sniff on some of these and see what they were like, and some of them don't have a lot of reviews. So, but one thing about auto shorts, check out this upgrade path. The reason I'm looking elsewhere, $39 to post once a day. Let's say you want to do that with multiple accounts. It's almost $200 if you wanted to do once a day on 5 different accounts. And it is $69 a month if you want to post twice a day. And let's see, if I wanted to run 5 accounts, that's almost $400 a month to give this a good test. So what I was looking for is something that makes very quality shorts, just like this, but would allow me to test more channels. Because I have a feeling that it's the right combination of the stories you're presenting, the prompt that you use to create the thing, and then finding an audience that is ubiquitous enough to draw in those views. I think it's totally possible for me to be earning a pretty decent income off of this within a year, and I want to document it, and to have the best chance of that becoming possible, I don't want to sign up for like 5 or 6 different services and be like out of pocket, like, several $100 a month. I want to find a service that will allow me to post to multiple accounts and, hopefully be a lot less expensive. Good news, I found that service. It is called Vidwhiz, and I am an affiliate of Vidwhiz. If you click on my link down below, I've already tested it out. It makes some good stuff. Here, I'll go ahead and click see it in action. We will watch my video real quick. It created a new video. I didn't know it was going to continue this series. I thought it only made one video for me. Let's see what it says.
Is it just me, or has the world been missing an obvious magic wand? Meet Sarah, an overworked executive in a bustling city where time is the currency. She stumbled upon an extraordinary revelation: automation. Her mornings once
I might
started
post
with a
this to
mountain of
Automated Income
tasks.
Lifestyle.
Now, a simple script executes every...
And something else that I like about VidWhiz that is not included in Auto Shorts and doesn't appear to be a part of a couple others that I've tested, we have an editor. We can go in here and we can change the images, we can change the voice, we can change the music, we've got sound effects, and you can click and drag your own stuff if you want to redo the video. Basically you've got a built-in, very limited editor that's probably very, very useful. Very good. Anyways, the point, guys, let me go for upgrading. Where is their upgrade? There we go. So this is awesome, guys. Look at this. You can do up to 5 series, post up to 5 times a day, and I've already clarified with the owner. I messaged him through Facebook. It is what it sounds like. You can do 5 videos on 5 different channels for the cost of posting once daily on Auto Shorts. So it's a no-brainer. I'm going to try this. The only catch, right now it looks like it only posts to TikTok, and you have to download your video and post it to YouTube. I hope that changes, because I'm not looking to just monetize TikTok, but for now I'm hoping that this will be sufficient and I'll just be manually uploading to YouTube in order to accomplish this. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up for the hardcore plan, and I will see you guys in a few weeks after I've made some new channels and flesh this thing out. Have a good one, everybody. Onward and upward. Today is day 30 on my automated faceless video channel adventure. I wanted to share how my channels are doing, what my pain points are, and what I've learned along the way. Let's pop on over to YouTube and take a peek. As you can see, I've got 41 subscribers, and if we switch over to my TikTok channel, I've got 69 followers. TikTok seems to be doing slightly better than my YouTube channel, but not a whole heck of a lot much. Going back to YouTube, let me scroll down real quick, and you'll see some of my original videos came out to a little bit of, I don't know if I'd call it a strong start, but they were getting 500, 600 views. And then something happened and everything plummeted. And if you look right here, now I'm getting barely any views on most of my videos. And the main thing that I did differently is I started posting twice a day. I started posting at 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. Then when I noticed that I was having issues there, I squeezed the time window a little bit thinking, well, maybe that's too early and too late, but that didn't turn out to be the case. Squeezing it to around 8 a.m. and 4 p.m., not any different result really. And if we go over to my TikTok, I faced a very similar result. So you can see TikTok is doing right about the same. It's actually doing stronger. I get about 600, 700 views per video. When I scroll down, I have some videos right here that have far fewer views. What was the story there? The same thing. I had posted twice per day, and then I backed off to going once per day again. And so that's what I'm going to be doing to YouTube. I'm now going to be only posting once per day. I have a feeling something is going on that is kind of like your second video. When it gets posted, if your first video didn't get any views, it kind of just shoves it aside. That's what it seems like to me. I'm not, totally certain on that. Some of these videos will start to trickle in and get viewers a little bit later. So I'm not exactly sure how the algorithm is working. But I do know one thing. Let's take a look at what it takes to actually be monetized by YouTube and TikTok and how realistic it is based on what I'm seeing right now for me to actually expect that to happen. Now with YouTube, I'm going to go over here. Let's go over to YouTube Studio and look at the Earn tab. Click on Earn and you can see meeting the video uploads. Anyone can do that, but 41 subscribers. Will I get to 500? That is realistic. I could see that happening within a 90-day period, but at the current speed, no, that would not happen. I have only gained 41 subscribers in a month, so I am not on target at the moment. Scroll down, 3 million views. 3 million views is just not going to happen in this 90-day period unless my videos take off and start getting at least 2,500 to 5,000 views each. Then, one video per day still wouldn't make it. 2 videos per day still would just be almost like right at the line. I don't think I could even start posting 2 videos per day until I have enough subscribers that I'm getting views on all my videos. I think that's kind of the way it plays out, though I'm not certain. And let's go over to TikTok. And I've also followed a few channels that are very similar to the one that I tried to create. Let me see if I can find, yeah, here we go. King of Storytelling. Here's another guy that has an automated channel. He's got 854 followers, 3,010 likes. And his videos are pretty good, man. They compel me to watch all the way to the end. I've viewed a few of them. However, when I look at this, those are the pinned posts that are getting the most views. I'm going to take a lesson from King of Storytelling, and I am going to pin a few of my posts. You have to do that in the app, I think. I don't see a way to do that here, so I'm going to do that today. I am not sure whether I need to put my most popular videos as pinned posts in order to attract more views and then overall more subscribers, or if I need to put my least popular videos as pins to increase the amount of views they're receiving. I'm going to test both and find out. What is required for TikTok monetization? I actually couldn't find that anywhere in TikTok, and I had to do an online search. According to the AI in Brave browser, you have to have at least 10,000 followers and have at least 100,000 views on videos in the last 30 days. Looking over at King of Storytelling and some of the others that I followed, followers is reasonable. There is no time limit on it. I do think eventually you would get there. The question is, how long would it actually take to arrive? 100,000 views seems like a lot because it's a 30-day period. I still think it's something that is doable depending on how many views you're getting per video. And I think you'd need to be getting 5,000 to 10,000 per video and be able to post multiple times a day. It seems like TikTok monetization is an island I can see off in the distance. I know I can't swim there. I know I'm going to have to come up with a better boat to get there, but I can see it in the distance. YouTube's 3 million views, honestly, that is like a mirage in the distance. There is no island. I can't see land. And at this point, at the speed that it's going, I have to do something completely different. Maybe even pivot to a completely new style of video with animated, actual video content instead of what amounts to pretty slideshows to take advantage of YouTube. So I'm on the hunt for a few new tools to see what I can pull off, to see if it will be possible maybe to a pivot to another style of channel. I don't have too much faith that Fright Club will be an easy monetization for YouTube, but it might be monetized for TikTok. I've also tried another channel, and this channel has completely flopped. This one I thought would do a little bit better. I called it Uncle Vlad's Motivational Yard Decor. And it was a motivational channel with a really dark twist. So don't shoot. If you want to leave hate comments, go ahead. What I did, I prompted the AI, and I was trying to be original here to come up with something that I hadn't seen before. I told it to use serial killers, famous ones from history, and give motivational statements through a filter in the context of the things that they did. So it came up with things like How to Make a Good First Impression by Ted Bundy, or The Culinary Art of Al Capone. I thought they were funny, but the verdict online, they're just not getting any exposure. Nobody is liking them. Nobody's playing them. I've got 4 subscribers here on YouTube, and then over on TikTok, I've got 2. TikTok really just doesn't seem to like it at all. This is going to be a quick pivot. If I don't get any more traction on Uncle Vlad's dark humor by the end of this month, it's going to be scrapped, and I'm going to attempt something else. The AI video creation tool that I've been using, and I mentioned this in my last video, is Vidwhiz. Vidwhiz allows you to create up to 5 series for the cost that most people are charging for 1 series. And the best part, you can even post up to 5 times daily. Probably not a good idea to do that, I've learned, until you grow into being able to get your views, but it's still there. With this system, I've been able to create more content than with any other system for less money. Each one of these channels, I can test up to 5 at a time, and if one doesn't work, I just drop it and I start generating different videos. Simple as that. Another thing I like about Vidwhiz a lot is that, click on the little chat pod right here, Harold Bracey, the founder, you're communicating with him directly, and it's been a really cool experience because he pretty much responds to everything that I've sent him. He has implemented different requests that I've made, almost like Johnny on the spot. When I first started using this, it had an annoying transition sound effect. Every time the slide would change, you would hear swoosh, swoosh, and it was really, taking away from the dark mood I was trying to set. I messaged him about it. That was changed within 48 hours. I got a little toggle switch. So the support on this product has been phenomenal. They eventually do plan to integrate video, like actually AI generated video, but I don't know when that's going to happen. So I look forward to that in the future. Another thing that I've really liked about this system, he's made good on what he said he is going to do. He told me when I first messaged him before I bought on, I was like, I really need this for YouTube, and I need to publish to YouTube, and it wasn't yet possible. Well, today when I log in and I go to create a new video and post it, guess what I see? We now have the option to post to YouTube. So this guy is developing what he says he's going to develop, and honestly, I feel much better about this particular video generator product than I do any of the others that I have tested because of the communication I've had between me and the founder, as well as just having the ability to create so much more content than the rest of them. Before I give up on Fright Club, though, I've got a few more ideas. I have been just letting them rip. The stories generate and then they post and I don't touch them. Sometimes I'm finding, though, that I'm having to come in here and regenerate a video because it'll have like a really dark caption, then it'll have this bright, shiny, successful, modern person, and it's just really out of place. And so I want to keep all of the images fitting in with the theme of this kind of haunted channel. That's something that you might catch in these video generators. You might need to do just a little bit of image replacement. Otherwise, what'll probably happen when people get to that part that's out of place, that's the point when they stop viewing, which brings me to, so when I go into my shorts and I go to analytics, this is where we get the important data that tells us how people are interacting with our videos. And what I can clearly see is that most of my videos are only being viewed up until about 20 to 30 seconds, which tells me the video is not good enough for them to keep their attention going the whole time. I have a handful of videos where people are actually watching to the end, and I'm trying to figure out what separates those videos. Like, why are these working and the others aren't? And it looks like it might be some of the content too. We have the Jersey Devil. That is a term that I imagine is a keyword that really does drive a lot of people to watch it. And as you can see, we've got 31 seconds there. And then we have Chicago's Vanishing Hitchhiker. I'm not sure how I'm going to approach it right now, because let's say I do only choose stories that have keywords that are trending. That kind of puts me in a box. How do I prevent repetitive stories from happening? Is the algorithm going to care if I post about Jersey Devil once a month and choose only the cryptids or monsters that are getting hits? I don't really think that that's the way I'd want to handle it, but if that's the only way to get viral and actually get the amount of views I want, you know, maybe it's on the table for me to do that. Somehow I need to do something to increase the average view duration, because the view duration as a percentage makes a difference. I am going to test shortening my videos. What if I only give my users 30 seconds of content? What if they watch till the end? Is that going to increase my views because they are now viewing 100% of the video? It's time to find out. So I've modified my prompt. Basically, every video is set up with a prompt where I tell it to generate a hook and a twist. It has to open with a hook to get people watching, and it needs to include a twist somewhere to keep people engaged, and maybe shortening it to 30 seconds is going to be the happy medium where I get 100% views, and then all of a sudden I skyrocket into getting thousands of views. I'm about to find out. I'm pretty sure that what it's going to boil down to is the right gimmick, the right prompt, the right way of structuring the video and holding attention, and the right delivery pill in the form of, do I need AI-generated video, or will these slideshows ultimately work with the right stories? That is my mission for 2025. Come hell or high water, I am going to monetize a faceless YouTube channel that requires no work on my part once it's fine-tuned and done, and I am obsessively focused on making that happen this year. And thank you very much, Harold at Vidwhiz, for providing a product that allows me to create up to 5 series at a time so that I have a better chance of landing on the right channel. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, and join me for the rest of this next coming year, where I eventually flesh out the channel that is going to earn passive income. Reporting from 90 days into my faceless automated video channel adventure, I wanted to share my results. Do I think any of these channels is going to be able to see monetization? I'm actually pretty hopeful. Why does the AI seem to be cranking out increasingly ridiculous stories? I think I have a solution to that, and I think I know why it's happening, and I think it's pretty funny.
Did you know there's a cursed backpack that's believed to wander on its own? In a small village in the Philippines, a boy named Luis stumbled upon a discarded, well-worn backpack near the river.
The AI's having to really
Excited
reach
by
for
his
some of
find,
its stories now.
He took it home. That night, his family heard faint dragging noises. They thought it was rats, but when they checked Luis's room, the backpack was gone. They found it outside, sitting eerily upright near the river. When Luis retrieved it and turned it inside out, his mother screamed. Inside were drawings,
Oh, how
childlike
fun.
scrawls of faces, crying eyes, and strange symbols. Luis burned the backpack the next day, but things only got worse. Over the next week, neighbors reported glimpses of a child in torn clothes, dragging a backpack eerily similar to the one Luis burned. Eyes hollow, grinning. Luis and his family moved out months later. The child and the backpack. They're still seen near the river. Would you pick it up?
Let's jump right under the hood and take a peek at what's going on. So, If you want to follow along, go to vidwhiz.ai. You can sign in with a link down in the description. You can give it a free try and make up to one video, I believe. But if you're familiar with what AI is doing when we're interacting with it, there's something called a context window. And there's kind of a problem at the heart of programming AI that goes a little something like, if the context window is too thin, sometimes it can't focus, or it just doesn't have enough data to put together a comprehensive set of responses. So you expand the context window, right? Which expands the amount of data it can hold. You can think of the context window almost like you would think of RAM. Well, the context window is what this particular video generating AI is using to not repeat itself. So when I tell it that I want it to tell ghost stories or true crime stories, as it begins to tell different stories, it would be a problem if the context window is too small, where it would repeat itself a lot. So let's say, like, the most popular examples, Jeffrey Dahmer, Richard Ramirez, Loch Ness Monster, those kind of, monster story type things, it's going to repeat them a lot. It's going to become very repetitive. But if you make the context window too big, you end up with an entirely different problem, and that is it seems to lose its direction, and it seems to lose context, and then it starts piecing together things in a rather, dare I say, Mad Libs kind of way. So the creative way that I plan to use this maybe is to just let it run. I'm going to let this particular series run and see if it gets increasingly ridiculous. The little backpack story I thought was hilarious. I don't know about you guys. I think that sometimes things like that can be hilarious, and I could totally rebrand a channel that's just about silly, ridiculous horror stories that people think are going to be serious, but then kind of make them chuckle. But anyway, so that's just one idea on how I might creatively use that. Now let's discuss the animations that are built into this and what I'm seeing in the growth of my channels overall. So let's go over to YouTube, and let me switch over to Fright Club, which now has 213 subscribers. Now, honestly, standalone, it's still going to be a fight. When you look at my stats, I'm nowhere near monetization, guys. The amount of views that I'm getting per month and, the total duration is just nowhere near the pocket I need to be. For shorts, I am almost halfway when it comes to just monetizing shorts for the subscribers, but let's face it, there's no way I'm ever going to get to 3 million views. It's not a reality. And really, that just tells me that monetizing one of these shorts channels as a standalone, I don't see how it would ever be possible. Maybe one of you guys out there has been lucky enough to have it happen, but I don't see it happening to what I'm doing right here. So where am I going with this? Well, I monetized this channel, and this is a boring software tutorial channel, and it really wasn't that hard to monetize. So I'm going to be doing widescreen format. Widescreen only requires 4,000 public watch hours, which is so much more easily attainable and realistic than 10 million public shorts views. And now for a little TikTok update. So I'm up to 850 followers, but I'm really not thinking this can be monetized, and who knows if we're going to lose TikTok anyway. So I'm going to let these channels stay. I've got Fright Club going, and I've still got the Time Traveling Space Midget, but let me cut over to Studio real quick. 850 followers, I need 10,000, and then video views in the last 28 days, because you have a 30-day time window with TikTok instead of the 90 days like YouTube gives you, and my views are down. I used to have 25K views, and now I'm down to 15. Honestly, I'm not even sure if it matters, so let me show you one video, actually, and I could have done this on the YouTube channel, but one thing that I like, Harold, the owner of Vidwhiz, by the way, is about to introduce avatars. And hopefully that means that I can upload an image and then have a consistent narrator that pops into my shorts, and it'll be the same guy with the same face speaking, and it'll give kind of a little bit more consistency and tone to what I'm trying to convey. Where is that one? This is it.
Stop scrolling if you dare. This is the true story of the shadow stalk of South Jakarta. In Indonesia, whispers of a phantom figure known as the Hantu Penguntit spread like wildfire. Locals described it as a dark silhouette, silently pacing behind late-night wanderers. But it wasn't just an urban legend. In the 1990s,
That is definitely my narrator, and I want to keep that guy. And yeah, that's not quite integrated yet. You won't find those features in Vidwhiz, but I'm looking forward to having an actual narrator that can cut in on my shorts. So I'm going to redo my concept with Fright Club. With Fright Club, I was just letting shorts run out there and they're kind of becoming ridiculous. I'm going to keep that one and see if they stay ridiculous. And then we're going to move on where I have widescreen video generator. This is going to be the new Fright Club. I'm going to start generating widescreen animated versions of these stories that have animations and things like that. So it'll be a little bit more engaging, a bit more eye candy. And I'm kind of committed to making these good. I want them to be so good that when I sit down and watch them, I actually enjoy them, which means I'm not going to be doing one a week. I'm going to try to compile, 10 solid 10-minute videos that I think are really good, put them out there, and then I'm going to use that tool that I showed you earlier this week in my other video, Taja, to chop them into shorts and blast them out to social media and try to gather a following. Let me show you an example of some of the new animations that are happening. They're actually really good. They started out being a little bit buggy, but they've become much better. So here is the first widescreen video that I animated with Vidwhiz. Check it out.
you won't believe what lies behind the bolted door of room 6 at the Bluebell Inn. Picture this. It's a cold, foggy evening in the heart of Derbyshire.
Look at this. There's a guy walking backwards with his feet backwards.
Of the Bluebell Inn.
Oh, AI, I love thee.
Crunch against a gravel path, blending with the distant sound of a woodpecker tucked away somewhere in the forest. But he doesn't feel alone. Something about the air tonight feels heavy, like it's caught carrying whispers from centuries past. The Bluebell Inn stands proud, cobblestone facade, illuminated under the flickering gas lamps. It's a pub that stood its ground for more than 300 years.
So I won't put you through all of it, but yeah, you can see these are a lot more engaging. I picture these being the thing that can actually go somewhere if I really put some time behind them and make them good. And I'm going to spend some time doing that. Now I want to dig into the animations and how to do that. So in a previous video, I've showed you basic video generation with Vidwhiz. Now let's actually see if we want to change something. Every now and then it's going to generate an image you don't like or an animation that's not appropriate and you'll want to replace it. Here's how you do it. Alright, so I'm going to click on this image that is not yet animated. And if you want to change the image, you can change the prompt and regenerate it. Say it generates, and it'll do this every now and then, it'll generate something that looks, say, Disney Pixar in the middle of your creepy horror story. Has no place there, so you'll want to go in here, change the prompt, maybe even give it a little bit of a negative prompting nudge, and then you can regenerate the image. So right now I'm just going to regenerate a new image, and we'll see what that looks like. Oh, by the way, with Vidwhiz, so far what I found, I can regenerate as many images as I want. There is no limit to that. Animations, however, run on a top-up. So every time you generate an animation, it costs about 50 cents. Just to give you an idea of what it might cost if you're going to make like a 6 to 10 minute film and you're going to animate it all the way through, you might need to budget 30 to 50 bucks. All right, so here we go. It generated a new image. I like that. It's a little padded locked room. And what I'm going to do now, let's animate the image. We click on animate. It gives you a clear disclaimer telling you what it's going to cost. And you can give it specific instructions. Like if there are elements in the image you want to happen, you tell it what you want to happen. Sometimes I just say animate the image and see what happens. So let's do animate the image. And we got to give it a few seconds. It takes it a few moments, and you can see down here in process. As soon as that process is over, we will open it up and see what it looks like. Let's see the results. That's more of like an exaggerated Ken Burns. I don't want to do that. So, let's say I would want to change that. I would have to regenerate and reapply. And before I do that, let's cut over to Mr. Backwards Feet, and I'm going to regenerate this animation. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, regenerate will not regenerate the video animation. Regenerate is only going to give me a new image based on this prompt, and then we'll have to do the animation again. So in this process, mistakes can become a little bit expensive, and you got to be careful and make sure. I kind of recommend if there's something specific you want to see, maybe prompting it exactly. Like in this case, I want to see the door open, and let's say maybe an eerie light shines through, instead of just zooming and panning towards it. So we'll do an animation on this one. And first, let me zoom into that. So yeah, it's same old thing, just kind of a door sitting there. And we're going to do animate the image. I'm going to say the door opens slightly and an eerie light shines through. Animate. All right. And let's give it a few seconds. Now it's done. Interesting. So the eerie light kind of became an ambient light maybe. Oh well, that's pretty good. I'll keep it. And I'm going to go ahead and click apply, and that saves it. Now let's back up to Backwards Feet Guy, and I'm going to change that. So I have to replace the prompt again. I'm going to say man walking up cobblestone path in an old village in Europe. Dark and misty mood. Dark and misty mood is eerie. And we will regenerate an image and then an animation. Vitamin Vegemin. So now it's done with the image, and it's changed the orientation slightly, but that's not so bothersome. And let's do an animation. I'm going to just say animate the scene. And my hopes are is just going to create a scene of a man walking, this time towards the camera. Looks like that's what we have. That'll do for me. So I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. When you're done with your changes, you need to save the changes. So I'm going to save those. And that kicks off a rendering process. Depending on how long your video is, and this one I've made to be 6 minutes, it can take 30 minutes, to actually process and render out the whole video for you. So give it some time, and you can go back into your series. And let me show you how these auto-publish. So right now I'm editing it, and I'm not going to let it auto-publish. I'm actually going to schedule the publish later. But any one of these series, you go to Edit Series, and this is where you can change the master prompt. And my formula, actually, for these widescreen, I'm letting the short versions generate, and then from those, I'm taking their script, and I'm saying generate a full 10-minute version of the following short video script. And I literally just copy-paste the script from the short, and I have it generate a long format from this. And then I say don't use the words enigma, availing, uncovering, revealing, decoding. It can get repetitive, guys, if you know those AI kind of, I don't know if they're buzzwords or what, but AI loves them, and I specifically don't want to abuse them, so I've negative prompted it in its storytelling. Craft sentences that captivate viewer attention and flow naturally. Incorporate NLP techniques in storytelling and visualization. Incorporate elements such as foreshadowing, in media res, which is like a story flashback, and telling part of the story from a second person or third person perspective of one of those involved in the scene. Ensure each script is optimized to captivate the attention of a YouTube audience and keep them viewing. Avoid overusing wordy descriptors. You are writing to maintain a YouTube audience of young adult and adult viewers. You are not writing an academic essay. Those are all of my attempts to box in the stories and make them sound better when I thought they were kind of, stale or just, how do I put it? The best way to put it is sometimes you can hear something after you've been using AI for a while and you just hear the AI in it, and these kind of prompts have moved it past it to where I'm getting much better output. And then if you'll scroll down, toggle advanced settings, Here's where you're going to schedule your videos to publish. So you can select any of the days of the week, alternate every single day, whatever you want, set your time, and you can post to YouTube and TikTok. Scroll down, you can upload your own images. So if you have images that you want to use in your own video, load them right there, and it will assemble those into your video. Choose your aspect ratio, choose the voice that you want to use, sound effects. So this is kind of a cool part, little segue. These two things right here came as a direct result of me asking the creator of the software for these features. And I'm telling you, these features were implemented within about 48 hours of me asking, and they're exactly what I wanted. Before the mute sound effects option was there, every part of the slideshow, when it would go to a new image, you would hear a swoosh noise. And it was really annoying. Okay, maybe in some contexts that's fine, but it really ruins the mood in a creepy story. Then we have show subtitles. My plan for the widescreen versions of these is to actually render them without subtitles. And that's because when I look at other people's widescreen format content, you don't see subtitles that you can tell were generated and put into the video. Maybe you get the YouTube subtitles. Most people only use them for shorts, so I'm going to go with that. Then you have to choose your thumbnail. You have to set your video duration. So right here I've maxed out at 10 minutes, but you can set your video duration anywhere between 0 and 10 minutes. And then my favorite new setting, budget per video. This is where if you leave it blank, it won't do animations. But if you put in a budget right here, this is going to animate automatically for you and choose random frames and automate. So once I get this going, if it works the way I want and I can, just kind of let it fly, I might set a budget per video at like $30 and let it just do the animations for me. Then you go to save and create video and it'll automatically process and create a new video. I don't want to do that because I'm going to go back and edit some of the ones I'm working on. But that's it. There's my 5 series that I'm producing right now. Each one could be connected to a different TikTok and YouTube. Pretty sweet solution, Vidwhiz. And there we have the pricing tiers. I'm actually on the hardcore plan. And as you can see, if you have a chance to go viral, hardcore plan is going to give you the most for your buck. Definitely. So that's it for today's update. It's looking like I'm having fun with this, but will it be monetized? I just don't know now that I'm having to reach into widescreen videos instead of only shorts. As far as going viral with shorts and having the least work, most minimal effort monetization style channel I can, I haven't given up on shorts. I've got a few more tricks up my sleeve, pieces of software that I'm looking into, and I've kind of been studying Shortsville to determine, okay, what exactly gives you, 5 million views? And it's not these animated kind of AI slideshows, and I'm not really finding videos like this that get more than tens of thousands of views, for instance. But the kind of content that gets millions of views is stuff like this. I'm going to investigate what shorts creators can crank out content like this, and I think I have some more experimentation to do. So that's it for my faceless automated video channel adventure update. I hope everyone's having a wonderful new year so far, and catch you next week. Onward and upward, everybody.